We are back with part 3. So, um, since you've been gone, ended up putting on a door frame material here, and that was pretty easy to do. You just selected the faces, so you run the face thing, selected the faces, and then we simply created some new materials called doorway frame. Put that on there, did the loop cuts. Alright, so that's all done. So now basically we are going to start putting in some windows. This is my mother, who is the artist. That's who wanted this Gothic hallway. She definitely wanted some windows in here. She's basically going for a haunted mansion type of styling. Yeah, that's about waist height, right? So here will be the ledge of the window. Hold down Control. Now let's do a 7. Control R. Left click. Control. Do another 7 if I can get it. Remember, it was in the top left there. Alright. Yeah, right here. Let's put that in here. Put another 7. Yep. And some of these older houses had some windows. My brother, he has a house from 1890. It's a farmhouse out in Monroe. And boy, oh boy, there's some old stuff over there. Old brick. People thought it was haunted. You know, stuff like that. I don't know. I'm personally, my jury's out on finding ghosts and all that. But hey, you never know. Maybe there's something. So yeah, we're selecting all this. Right-clicking, separating by selection. That'll give us a new window. And that's new window, hallway, window 01. Actually, that's not going to do that because, what did I forget? Got to get out of modeling. Then you can select it. I really wish that it would change how that's set up, because that's something else. Hallway, window, 01. All right. So that's set. Now, let's basically create that glass. Now, I know we made glass material before, but actually, you know what? We did make the glass already. Now, if you didn't watch the first part, we made the glass material. What I did was I turned on transmission to 1, and I shut down the roughness and the roughness here. There's no clear coat, so this doesn't do anything, but this roughness is what controls it. Anyway, we're going to now apply the glass window. Go to Model. Selected it all with the Control button. Glass windows. Boom. All right. See? There's a little window. And then, just to give you an idea that we have a window. We'll let cycles run here for a little bit. and you'll be able to see basically how this all comes into play if it decides to work here. There we go. Here's our window. The man in the window. All right. Now, since this part of the building is the front side, see, and we know it's front because we have the material selected. Remember I showed you that before? Top, front, that's what we identified. Now we're going to give this window the frame it deserves. All right. New material, window, frame, apply. All right, there's our little window frame. Let's see, 1, 2, 3-ish. So 1, 2, 3-ish. 2.5 really. And then when we get over here, we're going to go down to the 7 again. Go down to the 7 again with the control button. Now all we do is apply the glass. Now it went away because when I applied that to the other window, it was not part of this mesh. It was part of, it's a separate thing. So Blender doesn't keep every, it basically organizes materials by object. All right. Excuse me, guys. It's the fall, and this is when my allergies start picking up. All right. Window frame, assign. There we go. We have the 2 windows in. That should be symmetrical. I'm thinking right here, I'm going to do 1 big window. Actually, better thought. See, that's really what this is all about. We're just, when we're building these worlds and building these assets, we're just using our mind, think about what we want to do, and we just do it, right? That's how cool things are made. All right. Getting the trim up for this guy. Now we have a little trim piece here. Because, they didn't really have big windows, especially in the old Victorian days. All right. So, glass windows, assign, trim. Window frame, assign. There we go. And remember, we used to have sort of like pointed windows on some of these, right? I just realized something. I didn't separate these pieces of glass yet. Right click, separate, selection. Back. Menu. Right click, separate, selection. We're in layout mode, so we can rename it quite easily. Hallway, window, O2, hallway, window, center. There we go. I guess I could also say left. You know what? We'll just call it left. How about that? Left and right. That's easier. I used to be a meter reader about a little over 10 years ago. About 10 years ago. 2013. And yeah, there were different routes that had different, people that were like, oh, well, let's use directions instead of saying if the gas meter's on the left or the right of the house. So it definitely made it complicated, right, to say the least. Because it's not like I had a compass walking around while I'm out there reading gas meters. Anyway, getting off topic. It's the ADHD, sorry. Alrighty. So let's get this set up here. And we're gonna do a couple cuts in here, a couple more cuts in here. Now, I'm with you guys on this. This may or may not work out the way I think it will. Considering my track record. Who knows, right? Who knows? All right. So this glass window. Yep. Separate by, actually, before I separate it, okay. You know what else I'm thinking? This is not what I want. All right, hold on. Back up. Put this on the front. Front. That's looking better, isn't it? Look at that, yep. All right. But we're not going to have a boxy Minecraft looking window thing. So, how do we correct that? Well, simply by doing this sort of deal. There. Now, let's just see what a subdivision surface will do. That's not going to do much because I didn't separate it yet. Duh. What am I doing? What am I doing? Nobody knows. All right. Try this again. Yep, this is what Blender's like. Lots of tedious work. Tedious, tedious, tedious. Alright, let's do this. Let's separate by selection. Oh, this might work the way I wanted it to. It might. I may have to do more cuts though, so let's see. I go 3, 3. Nope, I'm on the wrong building. Try this one. 3, 3. Yeah, that's... You know, you'd have to do a shade smooth. I mean, it looks okay, but that's not what we're going for. So, back before we separated everything. All right. So what does this mean? It means we have to make further cuts. And remember, I'm just doing Control R over and over. See, I'm sure you guys see what I'm doing. Yeah. You already know. You already know what I'm going to do. All right. Now let's try it again. Way more to select this time, huh? Now I could also do this. I'm just using the selection tool. Would have been easier. Oh. Don't let go. Hold it. Don't let go of the shift key, because if you let go, these are the issues you get. All right. Shift key. Let's try to separate again. Separate. What happens this time when we go to subdivision surface? To do anything better? Because I don't think it is. Nope. Yeah, that's a big problem. I did the shade smooth to clean this hallway up. Because remember, this will be inside a building and all that, so... Right now, it's just going to be a module to just show some artwork. You know, we'll have a corner, another hallway, stuff like that. So, you know, it's typical user height, so you get an idea of what it's like coming in here. But you have to undo all that because I don't want to separate it yet. Let's try to figure this guy out, huh? what I need is almost like a sideways thing. You know what? We'll come back to that later. I'm not going to sit all day and spend all day on it. I'll find out how to fix that. Let's go. All right, you know what? That's going to bother me. We'll resume this on part 4.